Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Jabroni Drive. RXR here to bring you another video game unboxing video today from Batman Arkham Knight, from Revoltech and the amazing Yamaguchi. We have, well, obviously, like I said, the Arkham Knight. Now, I already have this figure, but it was a bootleg version. When I first started collecting, I started buying up everything I seen. I was like, $30? $30 for this awesome looking Arkham Knight figure? So I bought it, not knowing it was a bootleg figure, but I should have known with the cheap price and the articulation on the figure that something was off. So I had to get the real thing. So let's go ahead and unbox the Arkham Knight. All right, here it is. Here's the Arkham Knight figure. Here's the box. Now you can get this on the Big Bad Toy Store. That's where I get most of my stuff outside of my Figmas, which I get off of Good Smile and maybe wherever I get my WWE Ultimate Editions from. But you can get it on Big Bad Toy Store right now. It's like $135 plus, you know, shipping and handling and taxes or whatever. It's 1.5. That's the version apparently. So they've like remade this figure, made some adjustments to it over time. And then as you can see on the back, spoiler alert, dude, I don't want to ruin the game. So if you haven't played this game, you don't want the game ruined, you probably shouldn't even watch this video. Because as you can see here, you can turn Arkham Knight into another character. The character who he actually is. That's why it looks like there's two different figures here, I guess. But man, look at the articulation on this thing. Like, this is one of the most BA figures I have seen. And obviously you can see right here, it shows you two different versions of this character right here, so I wouldn't want to ruin it. It might be obvious to you. I mean, most people probably already know if you played Batman. But alright, let's go ahead and take this guy out of the box. And boom, look what we have here. You have the Arkham Knight. You got some, it looks like beam sabers. I don't know like what that's all about. Are those just swords, or are those actually like lightsaber type deals? Obviously you have the Red Hood. That you can transform him into the Red Hood. And then you can change his armor between the Red Hood and the Arkham Knight here. Or I guess that's a variation of the Arkham Knight armor, because he already has it on. And look at that, you got a couple knives, a rifle, a couple pistols. And then on the back here, you got the stand. So this is my third Revoltech figure, because I have Big Boss and I have Raiden. So this is kind of a little bit different. The stand's different at least. But I'm assuming those other figures I have are older. So let's go ahead and take them onto the plastic here. So inside the bag with the stand in it, well, obviously there's the stand. So there's like a more normal looking stand that you'd like find with maybe like a Figma. I don't know if this can like go into straight up into his back, or if you have to have the holder on or not. But it also, in the bag, it has you get a couple extra, like, I'm pretty sure those are joints for the hands, spare joints. And then also you get the extra hand parts in the bag. Alright, moving on. We're gonna take the Arkham Knight out of the plastic and finally take a look at what we have here. Alright, let's go. So when you take the Arkham Knight out of the package, he, much like Bring Arts, or maybe the Figmas do this too, but they got plastic. I'm pretty sure the Bring Arts at least got plastic between a lot of different parts, so you gotta kind of pull this plastic out of here, which I just kind of rip it out, which I don't know if that's really the way you should do it. Maybe you should cut. But yeah, I usually just rip this stuff right out. But this figure is awesome. Like, it just, I don't know, like, I'm iffy on Revoltech. At least the ones I have, the Big Boss and Raiden. Like, I don't know, they're just weird. They just seem kind of weird, like different. But they actually look really good at the same time. But this seems like, I don't know, like higher quality than those figures. Like, it just seems like maybe those are like older figures, and these are kind of, well, obviously this is like a brand spanking new figure. Like I guess a re-release of the figure with a little, maybe minor upgrades. But yeah, this thing is freaking sweet. Zoom in, I'm already zoomed in, but having a hard time getting this plastic out. Got it all up in his abdomen. I can't even say the word abdomen. Look at that. But Arkham Knight, man, like it was all about that Batmobile, but everyone was iffy on the Batmobile because there were sections where you have to use the Batmobile, so everyone's all butthurt about it, which, I don't know, I didn't really care. It was cool. Cool Batman game. Look at all these. And the movement on these things is weird, because it kind of moves differently than other figures. Like, look at the arms. But as you can see from the box, there's all sorts of, you can do all sorts of poses with these though. So it's not like you're playing with it or something. Wow, like everything like pops out and stuff. There are a lot of pieces because you can take like the shoulder pieces off and the chest pieces off and all that, so I don't know. It kind of feels like a fragile figure, but maybe it's not really. I'm trying to see the articulation. Usually I just tell you like the usual articulation, but I don't really know about the articulation of these figures. I kind of wish you could play as the Arkham Knight. That'd be kind of cool. You kind of can play as the Arkham Knight, but sort of. You can do all these knee poses. That knee just bended pretty good, but this one's okay. There it is. You can do a lot here. I don't know about from here. Well, yeah. You can do some crazy kicks. Look at that. It's freaking awesome. I don't even remember what happened in the Arkham Knight, because I played it one time and it was like right when it came out. So I don't know. I played through the other two. I guess there's three if you count Origins. But I played the first couple games 2 or 3 times. But I only played this game once. If they remastered it, I might play it again. Because that's what would happen. I would play it again, and then they do like some type of patch on it. They do that that happens to me all the time. That's why I kind of quit going back and playing older games. Because it's like, they're just going to remaster this. Like Bioshock. I played the Bioshocks, and then the next thing you know, there's like, update, like there's like a, what is it, 1080p? Maybe, I don't know if it was 4K quite, but they did some type of remaster to it. Even though it might not be that great, but they did it. The Life is Strange games, they updated those after I played them. Like, there's lots of games, there's lots of examples I could find. So I just kind of quit playing. Like, if it's not already remastered, I'm not going to play it, because I know it'll come out eventually, and then I'll play that version. There's some type of, like, utility belt here. With, like, whatever that is, a smoke grenade or something. What's it say on it? DC Comics and stuff like that? Stuff like that. Bunch of pouches there. And this is, like, top-notch. Top-notch quality stuff here. They do have a new Lego Batman game coming out that's more in line with the Arkham games. Like, they actually it's not like a normal normal Lego game. It's like, it actually has the combat from the Arkham games, so that's pretty interesting. I probably won't play it. I have dabbled in some Lego games, such as, like, the first Lego games were like the Star Wars ones. Like, back during, like, the GameCube, PS2, Xbox One era, not the Xbox One era, but the original Xbox era. Like, I don't know what systems that game was on, but they had episodes 1, 2, 3, and then they had episodes 4 through 6, and then they might have had the complete package too, which I don't know what I had. I might have had the whole complete thing, I'm pretty sure, on the GameCube back in the day. Those were cool, but it was just basic stuff. But people were pretty excited about the Lego Batman game. They did have, what was that one game that came out? It was like an online Batman game. I played it just by myself. I mean, it's alright. Probably be fun to play 2-player wise. I don't know, maybe if you get a friend, you can play it with somebody. I wouldn't mind that. It might be even better. I just don't want to play with random people. I don't know. I'd rather play with like a real friend. But I forgot what that game was. It called Arkham Knights? I don't know. But you can be like Robin, Batgirl, Red Hood, and Nightwing. Which, by the way, they do have a new Nightwing figure on Big Bad Toy Store. I'm not sure the price. It's probably somewhere between this. It's probably around the same price as this. So probably like between 100 and 130. I'm assuming, but I already have my pre-order in for that. Since it's from the Ark, I'm not just gonna buy a Nightwing figure. It has to be from the games or a game. Otherwise, I don't really care. Because then you'd be collecting everything. But yeah, let's take a look at the accessories. First off, obviously you can change him into the Red Hood if you choose to do that. And by the way, he does, there is a hole right here, so you can prop him up on the, well, I'm pretty sure you can. Yeah, it goes right in there. So you can have him standing up or whatever the hell you, or heck you want to do, right? Look at, there he is. Dude, he looks awesome, dude. Like, this is, dude, every time I open a figure, it's like always my new favorite figure, but it's not really. Because after a while, you just like, it's just another figure in your collection. Because I got a lot of awesome figures now. And it's like, when I first opened them, I'm like, damn, this thing's sweet. Like, look at this thing. But you can pop his head off and put the Red Hood on. I don't know if that's his name, but I mean, it is a Red Hood. So you got the Red Hood. Isn't that sweet? Even looks, dude, this looks awesome, dude. Alright, what should we look at next? We'll look at all the extra armor parts. You got a red version of the armor here, so I'm not sure how this pops off, but obviously you just pull it apart and then replace it with this. So you can have a red version, which I don't know, like, if he has a different variation. I don't know, what's the purpose of the new variations? Because, is it so we can look more like Red Hood? Like, you can have the color scheme of Red Hood on the Arkham Knight. I mean, I can see that. But then we have the straight up Red Hood chest plate. Which, same thing, just pop that one off. Pop this bad boy on. And then we have extra shoulder plates here, but what color are these shoulder plates? I'm assuming they go on the shoulders. Now he already has something on his shoulders. I don't know what the difference is here. Probably will tell you in the directions, because it looks like they have like better directions than most. It looks like that. I'm not sure if that's the case, but it looks like extra shoulder guards. Then we have these, and I'm not really sure what these are. It looks like part of like arm pieces, maybe. You know, that I guess they would match the color scheme once again of the Red Hood. So you can put these on however they go on. I'm not really sure. I mean, we could take a sneak peek at the directions real quick. Obviously, here is the directions. Like, obviously, shows you how to use the stand, the weapons, what hands they go in. Now, what do we got up here? It tells you how to take the helmet or the heads off and swap them out. Chest pieces. Those are definitely shoulder pieces. Now these, this looks like it might be this right here. So this is like the, right below the shoulder, it looks like. I'm assuming. Something swaps out right here. Something very small. Which would be maybe these. So these are the knee pads, right? To be more in line with Red Hood look. Which I'm not going to pose them as the Red Hood. Yeah, it's looking about it for parts, but let's continue on with the, well, what is this? What are these? And you got this. I'm not really sure what this is. I guess that goes in the, like right here, somewhere. Once again, to be more in line with Red Hood look. Which that's not what I'm really going for, but maybe I'll do some poses with them, which you might have already seen or may have not seen. Moving on, we got a couple knives here. I would not want to get stabbed by this. You'd be done, dude. That's like, goes all the way through your body. So we got the swords, or are they large knives? Probably large knives. Red Hood is not messing around. And then here we got this. These just must be red swords, but in the box they're kind of sideways looking like beam sabers. But yeah, he has two long swords. I don't even remember any of this in the game. I kind of remember the knives, remember the guns, but I don't really remember the swords. But yeah, we got these. How you feeling about the rifle? Let's bring him in, maybe we can get a better zoom on it. There we go. So it wants us to zoom in on the Arkham Knight. Sniping you. I feel like I remember this, maybe. Pretty good. Maybe could be better, but you ain't gonna really tell the difference. And then up next, we've got the pistols. which that'd be a good pose too. I don't know, I feel like obviously this is the go-to of this guy, I'm pretty sure, is the pistols. Like, this is what he's always gonna pull out first. Man, but let's we'll look a little bit more at this guy. See what he can do. We'll see the abdominal crunch here. Obviously it'll probably be pretty good, huh? So you're gonna be able to do a lot. You can do a lot with this guy. Twist him up. I feel like he gets stuck. Some of these figures have so much stuff on them that they get kind of stuck up on everything else. Phenomenal figure. That's my grade, phenomenal. Everything's always just phenomenal. What would be a low grade? Probably half-ass. I don't know if I can say that. I don't know if that's kosher, but I mean, maybe we're all adults here. But, yeah, look at that. Looking like Batman. Is he trying to, like, be Batman? Well, I don't even remember what his, like, motivations were in the game. Like, what was he trying to prove? Like, what was the whole point of all this? I don't understand. The Arkham Knight. Was it obvious who he was? People think, I'm pretty sure I've seen that people think it was obvious that it was him, but I didn't know. I don't really know much about Batman. Like, I do know, like, some basics. Like, I didn't even know that there was multiple versions, like Robins. And then they become different people eventually, like Nightwing and Red Hood. Like, I didn't know that. But then I kind of was, during playing the game, I was kind of like catching on to, like, okay, there's different versions of Robin. I mean, so what is this, the third Revoltech Arkham Knight figure? Because I have Batman and I have Catwoman. They have Nightwing coming out. I mean, who else would you like to see? I mean, obviously you would think you'd want Robin. But also, I think that maybe they should do Joker, just because obviously Joker wasn't, well, in Arkham Knight, I don't know if he's really important, but just overall, in the Batman series, Joker's a pretty big deal, right? So, I mean, Revoltech does have other versions of, like, these characters that aren't from the game, specifically. They do have other versions of the Joker. But I want, like, from the game edition. And I don't want, because they do have other lineups of Batman figures too by I'm not sure who makes these. There's like a couple different companies that make Batman Arkham figures, but I don't really want those. I want to keep in line with this. Maybe if it was one of my favorite franchises, such as Metal Gear back there, you know, I got different I got those, which are like mostly McFarlane, and then two or three of them are Medi toys. But yeah, then I got like a Figma version of Solid Snake. Then I have 2 Revoltech Metal Gear figures. So, I mean, those are an exception, because that's like one of my favorite games. Also like Assassin's Creed, like, and Resident Evil, right? But Batman, I like Batman, but I don't like it enough to collect different companies' toy lines. But yeah, man, this is the Arkham Knight. I don't really have much to say about the Arkham Knight. Like, I like Batman a lot. The gameplay's kind of pretty much up my alley. So if there's a new Batman game, I'm definitely gonna get it. I'm definitely in. Probably not gonna get in on the Lego Batman game. Maybe eventually. But yeah, right now I'm actually playing, what am I playing? Obviously Ghost of Yotei. I was hoping to finish that up and start a game called Tormented Souls, which is kind of like a, you know, it's like supposed to kind of like be like an old school style, fixed camera angle horror title, kind of like Resident Evil or Silent Hill. Which I love that kind of stuff, even though I know people hate it. People hate those tank controls. I don't think you have to use tank controls in this, but I love it. But I guess, you know, I'm not the majority of people, I guess, right? So I don't really matter. But yeah, Tormented Souls. And I was hoping to finish that up and start Tales of Exilia, but I don't know if I'm gonna finish Ghost of Yotei in time. But we'll find out. Yeah, that's going to be the end of the video. This is the Arkham Knight. If you like this content, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. We'll be back in here. I'll have another video this weekend too. I mean, it's not really the weekend, but it's my weekend. We got WWE Ultimate Edition unboxing. We got Scott Steiner. Holler if you hear me. Holla if you hear me! All you freaks out there want to see that Scott Steiner video. Maybe not, I don't know. I don't know if anyone cares about Scott Steiner, but I like Scott Steiner. But yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one.